We are speaking with Kristiena and Meagan this afternoon, and they are among our first Kindle readers here at Creekview High, and they're going to answer a few questions for us today about their Kindle reading experience. So we appreciate their time. So our first question for both of you today is, how would you rate the Kindle reading experience and why?
I rated a 10 because it was easy to like flip through books and pick which one you could have, and you have like more time and it's just more focusing.
Okay, and how about you?
I rated a 10 because it's a lot easier to carry around the Kindle and not have to carry around a whole bunch of books at once.
Okay. And my next question for you is, what are your thoughts on the customized reading experience in which we buy as many of the books as you've requested to put on the Kindle so you have those at your fingertips when you check them out?
I think it's good because you get to read whatever books you really want to read, and then once you get done with those, you can flip through more and read others too.
Right, the others that we preloaded on there
Yeah.
for other students, exactly.
I like it because you can like read whatever you want and not have to like go back to the library and check out another book, and it's like a little mini library.
A little library in the palm of your hand. Okay, that's a cool thought. Well, the next question I'm curious in getting your feedback on is, do you both consider yourselves readers? Have you always considered yourself a reader? And tell us a little bit about that journey and anything that might influence how much you read now.
I used to not read at all actually, and everyone would have to make me read to ever read anything. But then it's gotten better because it doesn't really matter, and the Kindle's better because everyone else doesn't have to see what you're reading, and you can just read as much as you want.
So Kindle kind of gives you a little bit of privacy, and you might not be as concerned about what other people may see what you're reading.
Yes.
Okay, that's a really cool angle.
And I used to not read very much either until this year, and the Kindle just makes it like you can concentrate more instead of having, like, when you flip a page on a book, you tend to look up and get distracted, and so it just makes it easier.
Okay, so less distractions, and you also have that option of choices and things that you want to read. Of course, here at Creekview, we load the Kindles up with as many requests as you could. If you didn't have any choice in what books were going on the Kindle that you were going to check out, do you think you would enjoy the experience as much, or would it matter, or what are your thoughts on that?
I think you could like find a book like on there as long as it was like a different variety, but
Wouldn't be quite the
it
same.
wouldn't be the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would be harder because then you don't really like enjoy it as much because you don't get to read the book you really want to read. I
So,
guess.
so choice, and having things you really want are very important to both of you as
Yeah.
readers.
Yes.
Okay. And just another question or two, very briefly. Do you think that in the future, now that you've had the experience of reading on the Kindle, do you think that you would prefer to read on the Kindle, or do you prefer the print book, or could it go either way?
I prefer the Kindle. It's a lot easier to like tote around, and you don't have to like do anything really. You just have to flip pages and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the Kindle
Okay.
better because it's just easier and in a way it's a lot more fun.
And do you think that students who might be non-readers and maybe are not into reading, do you think the Kindle could possibly help them, if they read a book on Kindle, possibly have a more positive outlook on reading?
Yes, I think so, because then they won't. If they think they're going to be made fun of what they're reading or whatever, they can just read whatever they want on there, and no one will really know about it. I guess.
That's a good point.
And because like the Kindle's a cooler way of reading.
Okay.
Like I don't know, it's
Has
cooler.
that hip factor. Well, thinking about just students at large using Kindles, if the school were to provide you, each of you as students, your own Kindle to use for classes in place of textbooks and your novel readings and other things that you might get assigned for class, do you think that you personally would prefer to have all your textbooks and outside readings or in-class readings even on a Kindle as opposed to the traditional print textbooks?
Oh yes.
Definitely.
You would like that.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good thought. And just I think one final question. What suggestions do you have for Amazon to maybe improve the device or the ebooks themselves? What would you like to see that you didn't with this first go round on the Kindle?
Maybe like color and like bigger, maybe,
The device itself?
Yes.
Okay, maybe a little bit larger.
or the screen
Little
or
bit
touch
larger.
screen.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I think that they should have like a light built in to it, because if like you go on a trip or something, you can see easily.
Yeah, if you're reading at
And-
night too,
yeah.
perhaps. Okay, and we're thinking maybe about getting some of the Kindles that do have the lights with them, because several people have indicated night reading is a favorite activity. So we'll look into that. And we're also looking possibly into some of the color nooks, and maybe you guys can help us test those out and compare the experience. Well, you both have given us some really important insights this afternoon into the Kindle experience, and we're looking forward to checking them out to you again in the future. And we thank you for your time and your reflections.